Well, you know, something that I've always thought about, and I've asked you this in different ways, but I'd never like categorized it or termed it. But anyway, it's like, what do you think about the masculine woman? And do you see me as one in any way?
Okay, so excuse me. So for the record, first podcast, first recording, sitting here talking about how to start, and you just jumped right into like
I mean,
I
yeah,
thought like yeah, I get
yeah.
all
I
right.
mean,
All right. So masculine
masculine woman.
woman.
Yes,
And do I see you as a masculine woman?
yes.
So what is a masculine what like
Well, what do you think a masculine woman is? Like, if someone said to you,
are we
"Yo,"
doing
instead
like
no,
word are we doing
if
like
some,
word
if so,
association?
no, if someone
First
said
thing
to you,
that comes
"Yo,
to mind?
bro, I couldn't handle her because she was just too masculine for me." What do
Thinking
you think?
I'm
She's out
thinking
there boxing and
shoulders
shit?
and biceps. First thing I'm thinking is shoulders and biceps.
No, you know exactly what it
No, I
means.
don't. See, that's the thing is I
Uh,
feel like I'm not familiar with that term.
Okay, so
Because if one of my boys is like, yo, she was super masculine.
you would. What if he was like, what? No, what if he was like, yo, she was bad, yo, body was on point, whatever, whatever. But yo, I just couldn't handle like, cause she was just a little too masculine for
Like,
me.
what was she giving you? Dat? Like, I don't like.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of giving me like cute hugs and shit,
She
right?
pounded me up,
Yeah,
like laughing and hitting me in the chest.
right, right,
I feel
right.
like that was
So
what
yeah,
she.
so masculine, female identified individual who embodies traits, behaviors, styles, or roles traditionally associated with men. This expression exists on a diverse spectrum and can manifest across physical appearance, personality traits, and physical and relationship dynamics. Right? So, short haircuts. This is very stereotypical. Short haircuts, baggy or tailored clothing,
All right.
bypassing makeup, building or highly masculine physique, right? Behavior wise, competitive drives. This is bullshit. Competitive drives, high independence, and a natural leaning toward logic and problem solving. What?
Well, I think the key is the word traditional, right? Back in the definition, because I think depending upon how you define masculine and feminine traits, right? Like kind of determines that, right? Like all that independence and do for yourself, and women can do it. Like that's not masculine to me, right? Because I'm not from like the 20s.
There are plenty of men
Okay, you
your
asked
age,
me
even younger, okay,
who what?
that are like, no, if they say stupid things like, dude, if she reversed into a parking spot, yo, no, that's too.
That's weird. Where like
But
who says shit like that?
hey, I don't know what's happening in these younger generations, but I'm just telling you that what appears to be masculine
Well, that's because,
are some of the
but see, you're about to,
slightest.
yeah, because, see, that takes you into the wrong direction because that's because of all the feminine shit that dudes are doing. And
But
the fact that dudes are soft and so like they feel threatened by those
the
types of
fact that we're
things.
doing the same
Yeah,
thing,
I wouldn't even could like backing into a parking
yeah,
spot.
it's
Like
ridiculous.
what? You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
or
that's a
or
sign
just
of
yeah, I
intelligence. Like, or at least you up to something and you
right.
gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. Like,
Yeah,
but either way, right? Like that's
but
just weird.
but honestly,
So based on what you read, I would say no. I don't think of you in any way as a masculine
all right, take me
woman.
out of it, but
I
kind
mean,
of,
yo, if a girl, yo,
what?
if a, yeah, I mean, there are some things like, yeah, like if a girl is a woman, a girl, a chick, whatever, is presenting as super masculine, like with, like dressed like me and giving me pounds and shit, like I'm gonna consider some of those things masculine, like like
Okay, but just dial it down a little bit. I don't think, but I'm talking about
But that's what you read though.
I know that it goes way deeper than that. I didn't read everything, but if things like, like I said, highly driven or competitive or you know, not traditional in the house where you stay
So
at home
girls
and
who
you
play
raise
sports.
kids. No, no, you can be competitive intelligence wise. You can be competitive in your career. It
No, but
doesn't have to
I
be
know. I'm
sports.
just saying, like that's basically like, is it like? No, I don't consider that masculine. Like being competitive, being driven, wanting to excel. I mean, that's being
Okay, think
redundant.
all
But
right.
like, no, I don't
But
consider them.
can you see how some men, maybe not you,
Yeah, I think
but
yeah,
how some men would be like, no, I
yeah,
expect my wife to
yeah. The
be
two, I would
home,
say,
raise
like the
kids. I
two.
don't expect her.
Yeah, I would say the
I'm
two opposite ends of the spectrum of men. I could see seeing it that way or feeling that way. The ones who are, I just want a homemaker, and the ones who are, feminine.
so
Right, the two say in the middle. Most guys aren't seeing it. I don't think most people in the men in the middle see it that way. I just think it's the extremes. Like people who want the old school, old fashioned women at home barefoot, yada yada yada, and dudes are a little foofy.
is that the end of the spectrum?
The two spectrums of men, I'm pretty much saying, like you got the.
We must have different spectrums. What? But okay,
I'm talking about in relation to what we're talking about.
all right,
The-
okay. So you're saying that in an ideal world, you would still rather me be the chick who's gonna go online and order the heating element for the dryer and fix that versus me being someone who cooks and cleans.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, because those things. That's not. Yeah, like you doing the taking care of the heating element is one less thing I have to worry about. Like, what are you talking about? Like, like, why would that bother me? Like, and just like I feel like me cooking and stuff like that is one less thing you have to worry about. So why would that bother you? Like, because I could say the same
But
thing to you. Like, does being a masculine woman and that if we were to if I felt differently about it or thought differently about it and said I think you fixing the dryer is masculine and me cooking and cooking dinner every night is just kind of feminine. And so like, and we flipped it. I said like, well, if do you feel some kind of way being a masculine woman if it's defined that way? Like, does it bother you that I cook, or are you like, nah, that's just something I don't have to fucking worry about?
absolutely,
Right. So that's how I see it. Right. So to me, it's like,
that's a good point.
right.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, you know, now maybe in a situation where I don't know. I guess if I couldn't cook, or that's what I'm saying. I would have to think
All right.
differently. Like,
Take roles away. Take typical gender roles
then you can't
away.
have masculinity and
Well, you
femininity
can
other than
no, no, no. Now we're talking a little deeper level where it comes down to conversation, discussion, understanding, right? Like a soft woman versus a hard woman. Does that sound different to you than masculine woman, feminine woman?
that. That's some that because it
What
sounds
because
different because it is different. It's like,
that's
like
no what I but
those are
you
no
see what I'm
no. In
saying?
my
Like,
mind, those are two completely different things.
are they though?
Based on the way you defined masculine, you know what I mean? Yeah, because you can be 100% feminine woman and still be a hard woman. Like you could be a hard woman and not fix shit around the house. Like what are you talking about? Like, and vice
Okay.
versa, right? And the opposite stands true as well. You can be mechanical and do all the fucking shit around the house, fix
So I said,
the
I
latch
guess what you're
on the
saying
gate
is
out
there's
back,
like,
all
no,
that.
she's not masculine. She's just a bitch.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you, but
Okay.
but it's too right,
Yeah.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
right. But again,
Okay.
I think that's where, in my mind, it's weird because it does have a lot to do with like what your version of traditional or gender roles or feminine versus like whatever that is because depending upon where you fall on that scale, it does or it doesn't. You know what I mean? And to me, it's really only like three places you fall on that scale.
Well, did you ever think, well, I guess guys probably, I don't even know. Do guys or did you ever imagine being married? Like
So,
did you ever think about, yeah, I want a wife and
so
I
real
want my
quick,
family like I
real
like have
quick.
you
So
never
everybody, hold
had
on. So real
do
quick. So
boys or men
everybody,
not
right, 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 right. So everybody knows. I did mention it at the beginning, first podcast. This is Doobie and Pins, right? Coming to you straight from the living room, sitting on the couch after making pizzas for the
that
28th time.
this one they came
And
out.
right and
We
all
just
right,
gotta get the
right,
dough
exactly.
a
Just
little
got to get the
crispier,
dough
just a
right,
little
just a
crispier.
little right. But it's I interjected here because it's funny because I thought it was funny that you said what do men think or what do you think? You know, like how you're
I'm
asking
trying
the
to
question, right, 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 that you wanted to know the answer to. No, I did not.
so
So no, I
ever
did not know. It was never. What's that show? Where I just realized what it was. Where your homeboy took his wife and kids and dog and just went out and decided the land was his.
Little House on the
Yeah,
Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie. Yes. No, I never ever thought about no shit like that. Like never ever thought about that.
But I'm
No, and or the
so you
Huxtables. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do
that's
you
what I'm
like? Right?
saying. So
Like,
when you
no.
saw things, you watched television, you watched
Enough.
shows,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So
No,
did
that
that
was
never
never.
nothing
No.
appeal to you or make you think like that's an ideal situation? I would want that. Like when you saw Bill Cosby, did no part of you was just like I would love to have a wife like Claire, and I would love to have a family like that. No?
I thought that I would absolutely like love whatever to be a part of a family like that, but I don't know that I ever thought that. I don't even maybe it wasn't a one thing, but if I could have a family of my own like that, you know what I mean? Like I like because you're thinking about how old I was. I didn't really associate with
Bill with Cliff,
right,
right,
right, right. I didn't
right.
really associate with the OBGYN, right? I'm more associated with the
Wait,
dude running around whose friend's name was Cockroach,
right, right.
right? So it's more like, yo, like,
Yeah, that
right?
makes sense.
Like, so that so
Yeah.
no,
Hmm. That's interesting. Because it's not like we weren't watching a show like that around the same time, obviously. And I know, I guess I could see having associated with the kids being kids, but I think I still looked at someone like Claire and being like, I would want to be a woman like that.
Oh yeah, well that's a very different take. Like I did not want to be Bill Cosby or Cliff Huxtable, right? Like I think for men, like Claire is
Would you
way
want to be
more,
MacGyver?
yeah, right? Like Claire is way more of a role model for young
How?
women. No, no, think about it really. Like Claire is way more. Not really. If you're talking about aspiring to being something that like you would want to be. Like I don't know how
Why the
many
hell wouldn't you want to be a
how many
respectable?
how many 12 to 16-year-old
You were younger than that.
oh even better. I was trying to make right want to be an OBGYN or deliver babies. Right? Like that's not like he didn't have like what young boys in their mind think of like a grand like it's not like he was like it wasn't like the Huxtables took place in that show the ER or in the pit, right?
Right.
Where they just got Cliff out there in it. Right,
Right.
where it just looks like it's no action. Like it didn't look like he was old, bro. Like like
I
right? Like he was older. Like, come on. Like
okay.
Claire presented way more like look at the episode. She was way more in the action. She had cases and shit, like so she couldn't do all that fucking domestic shit all the time. Like, right? He was just fucking looking at
Sitting on
pregnant
the
Yeah, eating subs and chips and shit. Worried about his fucking numbers.
Yeah, I
You
get.
know.
Well, I mean,
So it's
yeah.
again, I definitely understand what you're saying, but
I mean, I guess did you ever have a thought about what a traditional or not traditional, what an ideal family life or home life would have looked like for you?
no,
Like you just so you
no,
didn't know or have any idea of what
no. But
type of female you would want to marry, what type of father you wanted to be if you ever had kids, what like that never just never. No. Okay, here's a more interesting question. Did you have any of these thoughts or when you asked me to marry you?
so again, so then another
Were you really just winging it?
another disclaimer for this show is it's not supposed to be anything personal.
Yeah, that's not deeply personal. That's me just saying like
Well, by the time I got to the point where I wanted to marry you, obviously I felt like this is the woman slash type of woman that I want to be with. Like clearly, like that's part of the decision.
not caring, not caring.
Not because I had a preconceived notion of what I wanted that to be, but because I met someone and I was like, oh shit, like I like this. This is what I wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have like like, and that's the thing. Like we talk about, all right, the conversation can be deeper, but again, it goes back to the gender roles and all these other societal constructs. But like, I don't know that boys grow up with like a Prince Charming mindset, right? Like boys don't grow up thinking they're gonna, or even like, I don't even know how to say it, but like boys just don't grow up like looking forward to thinking they're gonna meet Prince Charming. Like girls do. Like, you know what I mean? So there's no
No, no, no.
preconceived
Do you grow up
notion.
thinking you're gonna meet Cinderella?
I No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say Cinderella because I wasn't necessarily trying to make it gender appropriate. I was just saying the
I'm
idea.
just making sure that I thought that might
Yeah,
have been what you meant, but I
that's what
just
I
okay.
like. That the right the idea that I'm gonna eventually meet that person. Like boys, we're not like the world isn't that like that. We just don't think that way. I'm not saying that there aren't some maybe that do, but I think in general we
So
don't.
you're just going with the flow. And if that person just happens to
No, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that there aren't boys or young, not boys, obviously, who play with GI Joes and shit, but young men and even older men, like just men in general who don't crave companionship and are looking for. So I'm not saying that that doesn't exist. We're talking about the way we're talking about is formative. You know what I mean? I think that's something that comes later for us, where we're like, oh, if I'm the type of person that wants to be with somebody, this is the type of person I want to be with. If I want a family, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? Like, but formative, like teens and stuff. Like, I'm trying to score the most goals in school history. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get a D1 scholarship. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
right.
Hmm. I wonder how much of that is the whole nature nurture thing, but like I feel like girls start on that thought
Well, that's what I
process
said.
really
But I think
early.
that's more based on societal, like the construct of our society, right? Like the being in the matrix. Like that is what has been taught is the way gender
But what
roles, the way
okay,
it
but
should
even
be,
still
and that's the way
could
it's
anyone
marketed and
even as a
everything.
child
Marketed everything.
could like and they like could they have like would you have been able to have been steered towards Disney movies and dolls? You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I mean, I watched a lot of motherfucking Disney movies when I was a kid
Yeah, you did.
because like that's what we were allowed to watch.
So I guess
And I had a
that's
sister
irrelevant.
who was 3 years younger than me, so I did play dolls with her best sometimes and all that, right? You know what I mean? But like that didn't.
It didn't spark anything.
No, it did like some
No,
deep down
no,
like
more
thing,
like
right?
I
Right.
think this is
But
what I
again,
need.
that's not like I don't even know. That's why I said the Prince Charming thing because I don't even know if in society we really it's I don't maybe we did or didn't I don't but like teach or try to encourage the idea of family, right? That's not what young girls are taught to crave. It's to like I said, it's Prince Charming. It's that other person, that relationship, not necessarily like because how many Disney movies have like a whole family unit?
That's
Most
what Barbies are for. That's
Barbie's
what
been
dolls are for, and baby dolls are for. That's the other piece, right?
well,
If I
that's
want to
the
be,
like child
and
rearing
you
and
pierce
all
it
that.
together.
Oh, you got to
I'm
piece
sorry,
it
not
together.
pierce it, piece
Piece
it
it
together.
together. They don't have
You
any
piece it together.
ready-made stories for you.
Well, there used to be the Barbie family. That was one of my favorite sets.
I mean, but if you think about like Disney movies, cartoons, shows, I mean, something like teen shows, obviously, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know that family has ever been a big thing. I mean,
Yeah, I guess I can see that. I guess I can see that.
not for
I
young,
guess I
not in
just
the sense
wonder.
of like
I just wonder
as an
what
adult.
belief systems we walk into relationships with, whether we were searching for someone who fit these things or not because we hadn't necessarily identified them. But what belief system do I walk in with that yes, I know that I found this person and I love this person, but we're young. We're kids and we really don't know much about ourselves. We don't know much about the world. And so what resentments or what issues begin to unfold
I'm only laughing
because you
because I
did
just,
have expectations and you did have beliefs that you may not have realized you had or things you expected and wanted out of a partner that you got
right.
from somewhere
Well,
and that person is not delivering.
let me say this for everybody who may or may not ever hear this. Definitely not a masculine female sitting next to me. Because any woman that can start the show with masculine female and we're into
You're not,
relationships and
no,
stuff.
but what I'm still going back to
No, I'm just
the
saying a
idea that
masculine female wouldn't
I don't
be.
think it's true. I don't think it's true that there's a spectrum and people fall on the opposite ends of it and then everyone else in the middle is okay. No, I think that a lot of relationship issues may very well revolve around this idea that I didn't realize it at the time, but I did have expectations that you would do XYZ
Okay, so
and
you're
you
saying,
don't.
okay, so you're saying masculine, female, feminine, man. You're really just talking about gender roles and expectations that come with them.
However you want to call them, like what I'm expecting, so that there's this whole thing that men don't give a shit about the degrees you have.
Where's this
They
whole
don't
thing
care.
at?
You already know.
Ah.
And you know what? You make it sound like it doesn't reflect what
No,
we already knew.
no, I don't care.
It's not. I'm not just. These are not new ideas or concepts by any means. So, but
All right, so there's this thing that guys don't care about
so that
any of this
guys
stuff.
don't care about your achievements. They don't care about how much money you make.
Mhm.
Not. Yes, there are your but or whatever. That is not what is going to get you to a man's heart, if you will. Remember the whole, they used to say this all the time, the fastest way to a man's
Right,
heart
it's the cook for
is
it.
to whatever, right? So the idea is that a woman who keeps her mouth shut, lets you just roll however you want, keeps a clean house. My father will still be like, you know what I loved about that woman? Because she could keep a clean house and that girl could cook, right? So
Okay.
that exists. Okay, so you look pretty and shiny, right? You're available and you're there to just take all the weight off of my shoulders
How are you taking
emotionally.
weight off?
Because I could come home and I can just relax, kick my feet up. I don't got to hear no shit from you.
Mm-hmm.
Because at everything I come home, everything is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is whatever, whatever. Not I come home and this bitch every time I walk in the door. Like, so no, there are, you don't know where you get it from. It may not have ever really been modeled in your own home or whatever, but that doesn't mean that you don't walk in with some sort of set, and so that you can say, you know what, you might think that you're I don't care that you have these degrees. Yeah, like I just said, all these accolades that you have or whatever. You don't respect me. You don't listen to
I mean,
all
that's
these other. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, whether you're
But
aware
a
of it or
woman might
not.
be walking and saying, "But my worth comes from these other things." You're like, I don't care about those things. Those, you know,
So that's
that's for
why,
you.
right? So I think that like that's what I'm saying. So
And I think that's where the idea of the masculine woman comes from. Or even if we want, we're talking about the masculine woman. We can talk about the feminine man. But right
yeah,
now,
but I still don't.
a lot of it comes from that, is pulling away from
But
whatever you
that's
think are
making. But that's
traditional.
like, yeah, but that's
I didn't say
making.
it was
No, no,
right.
no. But that's what I'm saying. But no. What I'm saying is, but that's making this. I guess to me, the assumption or that whoever these people are, that they're representing that there's way more what you might call traditional males than non-traditional, so this masculine female thing exists. I agree. If you took you or today's woman and put her in 1946, men would probably be like, this is a little weird. They're acting like men around here. Okay, like I agree with that. And I also know that, like, but in my mind, for there to be like a masculine woman, like, you have to still feel that way about gender roles. Like, I
I
don't
think
care what
we
your
do. I don't care what
preconceived,
anybody says.
because I think that,
I
but
think that a
again, that
woman
goes
is still
back. No, so
or
again,
to
that goes
change the
back to,
tire.
no, that goes back to, for me, it's not about the masculine or feminine, it's about the hard or soft. Right? Like, again, you could have all of those accolades and do all of those things if you still make me feel like a man. Air quotes. I'm not tripping because you're soft, right? You're soft. And again, you could be a stay-at-home cook, clean, and when I walk in here, still being hard and giving me the fucking blues, right? And I'm not gonna be cool with that shit. So, like, to me, I think it's more that. And yes, you come into anything conscious or subconsciously with preconceived notions or ideas about right or wrong or preferences, whatever you want to, however which way, and how those things mix. But to me, the concept of a masculine woman exists in a different time than I live in. Even what I saw growing up and everything, and maybe this goes back to being educated and uneducated, but like what, like what, like I'm sorry, like, and again, I have a friend or two who may still feel that way, but or used to feel that way, but I don't know any man like who's like getting it and working hard and grinding who like wouldn't like a hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, it may be defined differently. Maybe for some dudes, it is like when I come home, I want the house sparkling clean and the food and all this shit. And the first thing I'd be like is like, but do you like what she cooks, nigga? Like, are you
Anyway,
getting like chef home? Like, is that real? Like, I would challenge that because to me, not you're just like that's just your beliefs and you're just gonna die on that sword, right? Because that logically doesn't make sense, and you can't tell me another 100 grand a year in your house wouldn't be helpful. Like so, right? Like
right,
I
yeah.
don't right. Well, I like that. Okay, let's just say she did like still like, and again, it's like the same for you would say if I didn't change your tire, it wouldn't be because I was being feminine. I'd be being a dickhead.
Well,
Right, because why wouldn't I just be helpful and change your
because
tire?
you
Some things, yeah,
changing the damn
because no,
switches in the
some things,
bathroom.
yeah, that's different than like right, because again, some things, yes and no, it's similar, but it's like no, if your fucking tire's flat and like why wouldn't I be helpful. That is a project where you keep asking me if I want help with, and then when I ask you to help with something, you tell me you don't know how to do it. That's different. That's very different. But again, it wouldn't be because I was feminine. It'd be because I'd be being hard, right? It wouldn't be because I was a feminine male. It'd be because I was being a dick. Like I just was being hard. Right? Versus being like, oh, I take her car every week and I fill it with gas and I take it to the car wash and da 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 da. Like, there's dudes like that.
I know.
Yeah. And I don't consider that feminine. I just consider it weird.
Stuff.
I would just want to know I would want to know the trade-off.
If I wanted
What's
you
the
to
trade-off? That's all I'm saying. What are you getting in return? And I'm not saying that there's any one thing.
What's
but
getting in
everybody,
return?
The dude for doing that shit.
What?
What do you mean what?
Why do you need something in return?
That sounds worse than I mean it.
No, you meant it exactly how you asked.
I do kind of mean it though. Because what is the trade-off? What is the you're doing this because she does what for you? Like nobody's just nice.
So what do you have to do? Do you have a balance sheet?
That's just being a sucker for love ass nigga.
It's your wife.
Okay, so what does she do? Telling her friends she does for you because it's your husband, because you're her husband, or whatever. See, that has zero value to me, right? Like that's what I'm saying. It has to be something that matters. All I'm saying.
All it is time.
It has to be something that matters, or you even care about, or something you get like.
The car needs to be washed. What are you talking about?
Again, it's like it's. I don't think it's feminine or masculine. Is all I'm saying. I think it's more hard, soft, or it's just traditional gender roles, right? Like, yeah, like oh, I take her car and get oil changes and da 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 da. And I've never cooked a meal once or washed dishes or do laundry, right? It's like because I'm doing it because I believe that's how it should be. Or I'm doing it because, bro, she does handstands, backflips, and...
If you say that one more time.
Right? Like, that's what I like. And it's like, okay, like, there's a, like...
So you don't take my car because I don't do handstands and backflips?
No.
Go ahead. You hesitated.
No, I'm thinking why I don't take your car. Because we don't conform to the gender roles.
You don't even take your car. Say that.
That's what I'm saying. We don't conform to the gender. That's what I'm saying. We don't like.
So are you saying that I don't do enough to get special treatment from you because there's no return?
No, you get special.
I feel as though that's what you just said.
No, I feel like we give each other special treatment in the ways we do because of the ways we are. Like, that's all I'm saying. You wouldn't give a fuck. That shit would not fucking matter at all to you if I was like, I took your car up to Canton Car Wash real quick.
Yeah.
Yes,
it would. Why would that not matter to me? Of course it would. Even if I didn't care about the car wash. Well, it's about the fact that you thought to do it.
So I think
because you're right. I don't care. I wouldn't care about. So
what I do is I think to cook before you go to work. Exactly. That's all I'm right. So right. And I don't think it's feminine because I fucking cook. I think that's like what I do. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, you know what I mean?
Well. You already very clearly made it. You made your point about homeboy coming home and his wife cooking, but you don't like what she cooks anyway. I felt the sting. Okay.
No, that's not a thing. You can cook all the time.
No, you don't like what I cook. That's not true. Rob, get out of here. There were so many times where I would make you. I was like, you didn't even make it. You'd be like, I don't like how you did that.
There's a difference between you experiment with shit and not following the recipe. And you making the stuff that you know how to make.
You don't even like how I make burgers.
Yeah, because that's wrong. It's wrong.
It isn't wrong.
It is dead wrong.
And they're good. Everybody else likes them. You're the only one who doesn't like them because of how I mix the shit in the meat
everybody agrees that my burgers are better.
Nobody
even
thinks
you.
that.
What?
Nobody thinks that.
Right? Because it's right. So it's yeah, I think some people do or would like it the way you make it. It's just wrong and it's
It
not
isn't
right.
wrong. There's really, I don't, yeah. But yeah, I just think that there's so many avenues to go down to branch off of the masculine women thing.
I don't really
No,
think.
no, and it is because then it flips into other things as to, is that why if you're in a relationship with someone and they're not meeting your like I don't want to call it
What it is.
expectations or whatever, and like it just didn't turn out to be the person or the things that you wanted, and but you deal with it anyway because it's the right thing to do and you're married or whatever, and then there's this whole thing about you sort of settling
Yeah, but
and
what the
just
fuck?
being
What's that have to
miserable.
do with masculine? Well, like that has
No, just
nothing
to
to
see
do.
is that
No,
one
to
of the
me
things,
that
or
has
you think that
no.
it has
To
everything to
me
do
that
with
has nothing to do with gender roles or anything. It just has to do with are you getting what you want, right? And if you find out that someone through the course of a relationship, whatever stage is in, you find out someone. It could be. You're right. It could be. Hey, I don't like this chick because she makes more money than me and wants to be a CEO and I
I mean, it could be a
yeah.
source of resentment
Or
that
yeah,
that
no,
spirals
that's
into
true. But
other
all I'm
stuff.
saying is it could just as equally be she doesn't hug me and tell me she
And
loves
you
me. No, I'm just saying at the end of the day, it's people's own expectations of what they want and for all the reasons you mentioned. It like nature, nurture, what they watched on the Cosbys, what they saw on Full House, like all the things coming together with what they are looking for and or what they think they're looking for in a relationship or from another person and da da da. And yeah, of course you're gonna try to label the things that you don't like as something, right? But I don't think it's because of one thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say, oh well, it's because of the the masculine female, like, yeah, that might be the case for him, but someone else's relationship might work out because of something, you know what I mean? Like, I
mhm.
don't know. I just don't, I think that's just trying to drill things down to
Well, it's never just one thing.
one, um, but I mean, but the masculine female, I mean, yeah, it's a thing. I don't, like I said, I don't think it should be like a thing anymore, but it's definitely a thing.
I think it's
Unless of
unrealistic
course
to
she's a
say
dude.
what
But if she's a dude, then she's a dude, and that is what it
what do you
is.
eat? What do you eat?
What I mean by
You
that is,
mean
what I
what do you
mean by
mean
that is,
like
if you go to the basketball court
and she's Leah?
and no, and you're hooping, and she can hoop, that's cool. But later, when you get dressed and you see her afterwards, is she dressed like you, or is she dressed like a girl? Right? Like it's not like nobody's questioning like what like I don't know. It's not about what you do. It's about how you are with people, how you present. Hard, soft, like yeah, there's masculine energy and there's feminine and like all of those things exist. But I don't think, you know,
So you've never wanted me to, or never thought of me as not being feminine enough. I
no,
know wear dresses,
no. But you do
or
though. You have one on now.
yeah, I don't normally.
Yeah, we don't really normally go anywhere to wear dresses. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you like?
I'm not very don't don't make me
No one, no one, no, no,
don't
no,
do
no,
that.
no,
I
no.
gotta
No, this
explain
was
to you
no,
what feminine
no,
is.
right. So no one would open our closets and be like, "Oh, two dudes live here." No, there's no. They would open our closets and be like, "Oh, this is the guy's closet and this is the girl's
I didn't say
closet."
I wasn't a female. I said feminine. Like
That's feminine. Like that's feminine. The fact that like,
So just simply wearing women's clothing is feminine?
well, if you wear women's clothing, you probably do other things that women do, like shave your legs and wax and you know what I mean, shit like that. You might not put on a whole mask, but you probably maybe put on some mascara. I don't know. You do other things that are feminine.
Okay.
Right. So like that's the like what do you like
All right. Well,
again, like it is clear your side of the sink belongs to a woman, my side belongs to a man.
that's fair.
Or a feminine person and a masculine person. Because technically it could be two dudes or two women. Not maybe not two women because of the degree deodorant and shit
I
like that and the
mean,
beard,
yeah,
right?
that might,
But it could
that
absolutely
might
be two dudes.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So what does right? So
If my side was pink and I had like glitter fucking lotion and like a whole thing of makeup on the
right.
thing
Okay.
and when I go out
Cool. So that
I
would
always
be
wear this popping
right. So that would be
uh
so I wouldn't consider that feminine. That's
what do
not
you consider that?
girly. Like
Even when you're a grown woman, it's
if a
girly.
grown woman
So if
is
I came
rocking
out,
bedazzled lip
if I,
gloss, yeah, she's like yeah, I'm calling it girly. Just like if she shows up in her Jordans. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah. I don't know. Like,
you're telling me a 30-year-old female
uh-huh.
wearing it's pretty, it's not stupid looking. Like a very just slight, like a little like glittery lip
No,
gloss.
it's fine. That's okay.
Like that's girly.
That's well, we already know it's feminine. So if we're trying to like put degrees of feminine, then like yeah, it's a little girlier than a woman who doesn't have any on.
So
But it's not her character. Like it's just what she's wearing. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's a girly outfit versus a you know what I mean? A fucking dress suit.
what if I was like, oh my God, no, I can't carry that. That's too heavy.
That's just irritating.
Oh,
That's just that's just
I need you to
irritating.
come help me with.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't do that.
yeah,
It's
that I mean,
dirty or there's a bug. I can't
right.
kill
That's
it.
a personality thing. That's not you know what I mean? Unfortunately, when you do that, you know what I mean, you think of, you know.
You think of a
Oh.
sissy pants.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I can't help that. That is what it is. You know.
I think this might be what's his face was talking about. Where he's like, I think your parents might say some shit that's gonna get canceled. uh, all right, well, yeah, I just wanted to pick your brain about your thoughts on the mask. You know what? Let's call it what it is. We could always start general. It's always about me trying to get some answers out of you.
So maybe that's what the name of the podcast should be.
Yeah.
Trying to get some answers or something along that line.
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you should stick with Doobie and Pins.
Yeah, I think so too. Again, it has a long history between
Yeah.
so I think that was only a like a Harlem Bronx thing. I don't think the Doobie and Pins
You didn't ask Professor Patrick about that one?
Doobie. No, I got it from the Dominicans. I don't know where they got it from. We didn't come up with that. It was the Dominicans who said that to us.
Oh, you about to get hit up with a bunch of comments about that shit.
What?
Anytime you make definitive statements like that, you're gonna have the know-it-alls.
Well, I can only go off of
Who
what I
gonna,
know.
who gonna correct you?
And yeah, maybe people do know more because there definitely were girls getting their hair done that were way older than I was at the time, so they probably did know more than I did. But I'm just saying, that's where I know it from, and that's how I know it. Doobie and pins.
The pilot
The
episode.
Bible.
Oh, it's fantastic.